One officer in 3 buildings, no officer is going to respond to an inmate assaulting on the yard because there is nobody.
New video of a padlock fight inside an Arizona prison, the same site where several inmates were murdered just last month.
Tonight we get reaction from the Department of Corrections and a prison advocate who says things must change. Nicole Christine joins us in the studio with this exclusive story tonight. Nicole.
Well, Brian and Ashley, advocates for prison reform say this video sounds the alarm on a lack of safety for both inmates and their guards. Now, we do want to warn you that the video of the attack is violent and may be disturbing to some viewers.
This video, provided by an inmate advocate and posted publicly by an inmate on Facebook, shows 2 inmates beating another with a padlock in the Tucson prison complex. No staff visible for minutes. The Arizona Correctional Peace Officers Association says staffing shortages are to blame.
If you have
The State Department of Corrections telling ABC 15, quote, all individuals associated with the brutal acts, including those who illegally had access to a cell phone, are being investigated and will be held accountable for their actions to the fullest extent of department policy and state law. The department going on to call this attack an isolated incident, but this video, also apparently recorded by an inmate and posted publicly, shows another attack in the Tucson complex.
The Department of Corrections is in crisis mode, and they are not hiding it very well.
More videos recorded on contraband phones provided to us by the Correctional Officers Union show inmates recording TikTok videos.
It looks very much like a frat party house. If I were the director, I would be, hiring a realtor to get ready to sell my house because I don't think he's going to be here that much longer. The inmates are running the asylum, and that's not what the taxpayers in Arizona are paying for.
A padlock and chain, those the apparent weapons of choice in a recent inmate-on-inmate assault caught on camera inside an Arizona state prison. The video lasts nearly 3 minutes and shows the attack spilling out into the prison yard. Donna Ham, the director of Middle Ground Prison Reform, calls the assault disturbing and a violation of laws in place.
You're really dancing with the case law, which protects an inmate's right to be safe. Inmates are all there because they've committed felonies, but they aren't there with a death sentence.
The Arizona Department of Corrections sending Fox 10 a statement on the incident that says in part, quote, the incident in this video was isolated and there is no ongoing threat in this housing unit. And despite the brutal nature of the video, a DOC spokesperson says, quote, no inmates received serious injuries and those involved were moved to higher custody housing. Sources tell Fox 10 this happened inside the Arizona State Prison complex in Tucson. Ham says another concern for her when watching the video was the apparent lack of response by prison staff.
No one came to his aid. No staff member attempted in any way to stop the assault. And that includes when the assault spilled out into the open recreation yard.
And Ham says safety concerns extend past those serving prison time.
You look at the video and you see that inmate swinging a metal lock on what appears to be some sort of a strap or a belt. he could just as easily be swinging that at a staff member. This is and should be a concern for all of the staff and all of the inmates.
And again, our sources telling us this happened in Tucson. Ashley, just last month, you covered 3 inmates who were murdered there, and Donna Ham told you that there were warning signs.
Yeah, Ricky Wassenaar serving 16 life sentences and killed 3 men in one attack. But
this is a free call from an incarcerated individual.
What did you feel in that moment killing them?
Well, I felt justified.
Do you wish you killed more?
Of course. I did society a favor. There's higher powers at work here. I give closure to their victims.
Does that make you a monster?
I'm their monster. Inside the razor wire, your society rules do not apply to us.
Do you wish you killed more?
Of course. Of course. Here's the thing is, Brianna, I jumped the gun. The way the prison is situated, when they let out for breakfast or meal times, they lock us in what they call a chute. It's a cage outside the courtroom, outside the chow hall. And once we're locked in, there's nowhere to run to. We're all in there. And I started, once I seen one of my main targets, I jumped the gun and I started, if I would have waited until that chute was locked, until that cage was locked and we were all in there locked in, I would have killed at least 7. But my goal was at least 7, but I was hoping for a baker's dozen. I had several targets, all child molesters.